Gary Payton and the Seattle Supersonics.
Jay Peter with the Seattle Mariners and Jermaine Kearse.
Cliff Averill.
Nate Burleson. You're watching NorbCam.
NorbCam.
You're watching NorbCam.
What's up, guys? This is NorbCam coming at you. I don't know what to say. I'm pretty bummed out. Bummed out about the latest news today that Michael Bennett was traded to the Eagles in exchange for Michael Bennett plus a 7th round pick in exchange for a 5th round pick and what's his name? Marcus Johnson. I guess he's a rookie or something. Didn't do much. I don't really know anything about this guy. So 6'1", 204 pounds, wide receiver. So I don't really know what we're getting from him. But and now there's this rumor about Richard Sherman possibly being gone. Man, I'm just bummed out, guys. What's up, everybody? David Hernandez, Cody, Toyris, OG Millie Mills, Vitor Alcantar, Sylvie, what's up? I don't know. I don't understand the Michael Bennett move, really, to be honest with you. I mean, I knew a lot of free agency moves were likely, even the Sherman one. I said it for a while that I could see that happening based on his salary cap number and, you know, at the stage where he's at. But Michael Bennett, I thought he still had a lot of gas left in the tank. He's only 32. He had a less productive season last year, but that was because he was dealing with a plantar fasciitis issue and I think a knee thing as well. So it's a little surprising that they would, you know, get rid of him like that. When I thought, you know, one, he's not really costing him much to keep him, and then, you know, again, I still thought he had a lot left in the tank. So that one caught me off guard. I didn't see that one coming. So now I'm hearing the Richard Sherman, you know, rumors. His mom tweeting out that he's gone. He's played his last game as a Seahawk, and you know, and reports that he was saying goodbye to all his teammates. I don't know. It's not official yet. You know, nothing confirmed that's actually happening. If you listened to my show last week when I had the Seahawkers podcast guys on, they felt like it would be insane. It would be no way we're trading Richard Sherman or letting him go. And I don't know. It's just completely going against what those guys and many other people have been thinking, that there's no way we'll get rid of Richard Sherman. But you know, it's the salary cap issue, you know. So, and Earl Thomas, maybe there's a possibility. There's rumors that they're trying to work out extension. And I've said before too that if push came to shove and I had to choose between the two, because I feel like you can't have them both. That's just my feeling. Could be wrong on that, but you know, I would have to put Earl Thomas just a little bit above if it had to come down to it, you know. So I don't know what you guys think. I'm seeing lots of people chatting out here. Well, you guys are busy tonight. What's Sylvie? Beverly Sherman was not confirming it, so no, not what's going on. Richard Sherman will go to the Patriots, says Andre Pohl. They could use a corner, that's for sure. But I've been hearing that rumor for a while now. So, and David Atlanta is on. I saw your post earlier about that you were thinking it was going to happen, that you've been saying all along that the Falcons were going to get one of our Seahawks players, and you thought it was going to be Bennett. Sounded like rumor was going that way. And Eagles, world champion Eagles, got him. So, man, that pass rush just went from really good to even gooder. You know what I'm saying? And the way they can use Michael Bennett really is a better fit, kind of like when we had him the first time in that Super Bowl 48 run, where they could just sort of work him in pass situations, not in every single down guy, but work him in as a more specialized pass rush, it's a perfect fit for those guys. So, man, that's just scary seeing that thing happening. But that's official. We don't know about the Richard Sherman deal, but as far as the Michael Bennett, it is goodbye, Seattle. And it's been great, but I guess we've all seen this coming. We've all known that change was eventually going to happen. And it's always sad when it actually does, because, you know, you just want that, feeling like, yeah, one more year we could get the band back together. We could win that one more. I thought this was the year we could, you know, pull it together, and then we don't even make the playoffs. But that is how it goes. And I knew eventually that was going to happen, that, you know, we were going to have an off year and we didn't make the playoffs. And now this feeling of a rebuild going on. It's not officially a rebuild. Obviously, we still got our quarterback. But, man, we got a lot of defense. We got a lot of just holes defensively, offensively. We got running back, linemen. Now we need D-line. We need pass rushers. Do we need secondary? You know, maybe the only thing that's solid right now is our linebacking crew, Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. And then everything else, you know, so many things that this draft is important. It's big time important. So, and this, again, I ask you guys, who is this dude? Who's this Marcus Johnson? Should I get excited about him? I don't know anything about him. All I know is that on stats, he had 5 receptions on 9 targets for 45 yards, and then he lost a fumble. That's it. So I don't know. I don't know about this guy. Well, you know, should I be excited or what? But you know, that's kind of what we got, and a 5th rounder. So we're filling in draft needs. You know, they're gonna have to do a much better job with that. But I got to keep this a short session today, folks. I'm going to have to go about to 8 o'clock. So I just wanted to get a quick reaction here about this day. I was busy working, shooting all day, and I couldn't. I was just seeing little messages, buzzes coming up about things happening with Michael Bennett. I was like, what's going on? I couldn't investigate it. So I feel a little bit out of the loop, and now just trying to get caught up. But I'm going to talk to you guys real quick, since I've only got a short show today. But let me go to the first call up here. Let me go to let me get Gangrene David jumped on early and to jump on. So let me make sure this is working. Yo, David, are you with me?
What's going on, Norb? Kind of heartbreaking for you, man.
Damn, man. I didn't see this one coming. We've talked about a lot of guys we thought would come and go, but we didn't really talk about Michael Bennett that much. So I'm a little surprised, and I feel like this is more than just football. You know, obviously all the off-the-field stuff and his political stance and all that. And I know a lot of Seahawks fans who were really pissed at him too, you know, with the old anthem protests and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe that part of it just, you know, weighed into it. But I don't know. What do you think about this, man?
Well, first, I mean, it's kind of a weird transition, because last week, I mean, I was pretty much debating heatedly with your little Seahawk podcast with friends about Teddy Bridgewater and Kirk Cousins. I'm still healing from that one. And now we literally went into a transition of, like, just shocking news about Michael Bennett getting traded. And, like, listen, I mean, I think I can understand why they traded him in a sense, because, I mean, he's 32 years old, and he's really went through a number of injuries, and he sort of lost production. So I guess to really sort of free up cap space, I think Seattle knew it was time to trade him, because
but we weren't freeing up that much cap space. It was $5 million in dead money, so that was money that was going to go out the door, and it was only going to cost them $2.2 million to keep him on the roster. I just thought that's not a big, you know, hit to keep him on. So that's what kind of surprised me.
Then again, I mean, he's 32. He's not getting any younger, and, like, I think Seattle really sort of has to go with a sort of younger sort of rebuild mentality. Not like entirely, because, like, you guys have a lot of franchise cornerstones on your team, but however, there's a lot there's a lot of question marks now starting to open, especially on that defense.
Yeah, well,
when
we're definitely good. We're definitely going to have to go young now because we don't got a lot of pieces left, and the guys who are still there aren't all that much to get fired up about. Except Frank Clark, he's been doing pretty good. But for a quick shout out to Juan1010 for chiming in on the chat. You know what I want to do? I want to actually I got David in Atlanta. I know he's pissed off about this because he really wanted Michael Bennett. Let me put him in at the same time. Let's conference you both in this chat since we've had lots of collab chats before. Let's try this and see if this works. David in Atlanta, are you with us?
And I'm pissed off.
Oh, man.
Can you hear me?
I hear you both. David.
Oh, my God.
I got David and David. The David from New York and David from Atlanta. So you're pissed. I'm heartbroken. You're pissed. Tell me about it.
Well, first of all, thanks for taking my call. I know I blew up your text and David, so I didn't expect your show. I'm furious, man, because I have seen this scenario throughout the last 15, 20 years about players, top impact players coming here, and it seems like the Falcons always seem to pick up is serviceable backups, pretty good players. I think the only, and I said it in my video, I did 2 videos today, so make sure you check them out. I was really upset. I think the last defensive player that we got that was impactful was John Abraham, and we didn't win a title, but he did help solidify the defense in the 90s when we had Chuck Smith. Well, dude, I'm a firm believer that we are cursed. I'm a firm believer that Dan Quinn, for some reason, he may not have the respect of the of former Seahawks players, because Irvin talked. I think it was now I finally got to understand that Bruce Irvin was the one who said a couple years ago the next year he was coming to Atlanta, didn't do it, bolted to Oakland, and it was down to Philadelphia and Atlanta for Michael Bennett, and it was rumored heavy he was going to come here and a great fit. And I hear everything about the 8 years, the 32 years old, the loss of production, but you trying to tell me the Falcons with Dan Quinn, the Falcons with very good opportunity to win a Super Bowl, a lot of talent, more so than that bum, whoever the Seahawks got in return, and we couldn't have, and we had a better pick, and only $8 million. So I don't know what was said or what wasn't said, but obviously Bennett didn't want to come here, and I'm floored. I'm shocked, man.
David. Here's the thing, though. You guys have a pretty good front four that's young and emerging, and and they're playing on good level under better serviceable deals. So really, if you guys were to try to trade for Michael Bennett, you guys are now sort of losing free agents of your own. You guys got to address that yourself. You guys are losing guys like Taylor Gabriel, and other guys could end up leaving as well. And honestly, I think if you guys really trade for Michael Bennett, yes, it's a cheap deal, but at the end of the day, that roster spot could be saved for another player. So you guys do have a
who? Tell me who in this time. Being for the fact that the defense is coming along strong, and the fact that Matt Ryan is in the twilight of his career, Julio Jones, and our pass rush and defense were pretty damn good considering the fact that we didn't win a title. So why on earth, Norb and David, would you not? Who knows? The Falcons may have offered a better deal, but for some reason Bennett didn't want to take it. Why couldn't the Falcons get Bennett to come here for even at least 1 year? He could have been the difference that could have put us over the top this year. And who's to say Atlanta's not going to pick up somebody that will? Well, who's to say
Michael Bennett called the shots there, though, right? It was the Seahawks negotiating with the Falcons, presumably, and Seahawks talking to the Eagles. Because then, did you guys hear the story about the Patriots came in?
No, I didn't.
They came in late. They were going to offer a third and a fifth rounder. They could have actually had a better pick, but they didn't take it because they'd already had this deal worked out with Philadelphia, and they didn't want to renege on those guys. That's the rumor, anyway. That the Patriots came in late with a sweeter deal, but they didn't take it. So I don't know how much his Patriot.
That might be true. That might be true, Norb. But I'm focused on Atlanta, and Michael Bennett was a really good fit here, and Atlanta found a way to mess this up. Regardless of whatever circumstances it was, we should have been able to make this happen. So now you just made it tougher going to a team that you already can't beat. in the playoffs. And it just mind boggles me, man. It's just, when I heard the news, I was shocked.
Yeah, for sure. And
I was shocked, man.
Yeah, I was too. I was like, what? Just couldn't believe it.
David, you guys really do have a good team, and you guys are definitely contenders for a Super Bowl. So, like, really, you shouldn't be too overreacting about the fact that Michael Bennett's not here. I mean, I can see why I would have liked him here, but honestly, like, a 32-year-old defensive end who's having a bit of problems in his body with his injury history and, like,
right,
who's not really having much left on the table. I mean, like, I just don't understand really, like.
Okay, but when we got John Abraham was in the end of his career, a couple of years remaining in his career, and you see what we did with him. Well, he was very productive.
Well, again, the benefit of the Eagles, they don't have to use Bennett in the way that we've been having to use him because we had to push him on the field so much. He doesn't have to put as many reps.
And also, the Eagles are potentially going to cut Vinny Curry, so
right.
They could potentially give Curry's
right. Well, I mean, who knows? But, you know, I see people in your chat saying David is salty. Yes, I'm salty. I think this dude, it's about time. I want to win a championship for my 35 years of loyalty. And Michael Bennett would have been a really good pick for us to at least even try for 1 year, because we've paid more for players who didn't pan out, who were jokes. Steven Jackson for one. The guy from Kansas City a couple of years ago, the Hawaiian dude, didn't pan out. So, I mean, surely, for some reason, Michael Bennett didn't want to come here. I don't know. I mean,
David, you just made my case as to why I want the Jets to bring in Kirk Cousins. I am tired of bringing in these cheap knockoffs of quarterbacks. I think we clearly see where it's gotten us. If we bring someone like Kirk Cousins in here, I am willing to pay him that $30 million because I think he's worth the money. And I think if you build a proper team around him with the remaining $70 million that you would have in cap plus the NFL draft, the Jets could be a playoff contender next year. So, if
I don't know about that. Maybe not. Whatever. Well, but you know,
it's going to have to prove it.
Look,
I said they could be. They could be. If they were to bring in Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And they were to build around him properly, sign someone like Allen Robinson, and draft smartly in the draft, because this draft class is loaded with a lot of players, especially if they get Kirk Cousins. There's a lot of flexibility in the draft. So really, you just sort of made my case as to why I would want the Jets to have Kirk Cousins, because I want a quarterback already. Like the Seahawks and the Falcons, you guys have your franchise quarterback. The Jets do not. And if I'm going to pay $30 million for Kirk Cousins, I'm going to do it.
David, Gangrene David, you are drinking the Kirk Cousins Kool-Aid. You're not just drinking it; you're bathing in it, man.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man. You know, he's got stuff to prove, and if they go for you, he's gonna have to prove his worth to you. I'm just saying, you're all in, which is fine. You know, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not like Adam was on last week's chat as saying that it's completely a mistake. But you know, that is a lot of money. Hey, quick shout out to Juan Truth again. Had a pretty funny comment there. This feels like therapy. Everyone sounds depressed. Except unless you're the Eagles. If you're the Eagles, you got to be feeling pretty good about things so far. But right now I feel like they're just emptying
it's like the rich are getting richer and all that stuff. But listen, I got to work early, but I appreciate you taking the call.
I'm going to try and get a couple more in here too. But
all I can say is, no matter the scenario, Atlanta should have made this happen. It was a perfect opportunity, and we screwed it up. So, but I'll talk to you guys later, man. Have a good one.
All right. Take it easy.
Man, I'm doing my own live call-in tomorrow night, so tune in.
All right, go check out Gangrene David tomorrow. Check out his channel, Gangrene David. Thanks for calling, man. I'm going to try to grab a couple more before I got a jet here. Jet.
All right, no problem, man.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, let me grab another one here. He's been on here for a while. Let's go to the 253. What's up? Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Norb, my man, this is Buddy Devin. How are you, dude?
I'm doing all right. How about you? What do you think about all this today? What do you think about the news about Michael Bennett and this Richard Sherman rumors?
Yeah, well, I was at work today, and my buddies like to screw with me, and they like to do all this stuff and have fun with me. And then my buddy down there and Will and those guys and Jose came up to me and says, or they were walking and they said, "Hey, Richard Sherman gonna be a Seahawk no more, man." I'm like, huh? And they were telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, "You guys are screwing with me." And then I looked at my phone and I saw the thing. I'm like, "Oh my god!" I don't know. I love the Hawks, and we're freaking falling apart. I love John and Pete, and I trust them, and I respect the hell out of them, and they know what they're doing, but I don't know why we get rid of Michael. I mean, I understand that Richard was going to go, and I know that there was speculation that Richard was going to go, but I just couldn't believe that Michael was going to go.
Yeah, I was, as I said earlier, I was just surprised at that one. But, the Richard Sherman thing, that's speculated a lot. There was a lot of rumors about it last year. So that one I'm not so, again, it's still a rumor. It's not confirmed. I could understand it, again, based on where he's at, his age, the amount of money that is the hit. And the problem is Seattle just they need draft picks. They need players because they have so many holes, so they need money. They need draft picks, and so they can't keep everybody. I understand that. I just thought Michael Bennett was not one of those pieces they would have swapped out. So a little bummed about that. All right, man. Well, thanks for the call. We'll see what happens. We'll kind of keep up on this, and I guess we'll go through this the depression that is the Seahawks offseason in 2018 together, and hopefully we'll find some spark of light as this draft comes around, and maybe we'll pick up a few guys in free agency that may get us excited. Thanks for calling, Matt. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Hey, just real quick, where do you think Shaq's brother will go? Where do you think his little brother will go?
Oh, you're talking about Shaquille?
His little brother.
Oh man, that guy's fast.
Or no, not
who are you talking about?
Not Shaq. Not Shaq, but his little brother, the one that doesn't have the hand.
Oh, yeah. His younger brother who just went through the combine. Yeah, no, dude, that's what I'm talking about. He's fast. They're equally fast, but I could see him in a Seahawks uniform. I don't know if he's going to be there when we draft at 18, but it would sure be a fun story to talk about those guys being on the same team. But man, he looks pretty good. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I got to do my draft research here, but. Yeah, he looks pretty good. All right, man. Well, thanks for the call, man. Go Hawks.
You're welcome, my man. I'll check in with you sooner or later.
All right. Take it easy, man. Go Hawks.
See you, buddy. I love you too, man.
All right. All right. Sorry, guys. I got to just go one more. I'm going to go with go to Cody in Bonnie Lake.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cody, what's going on, man?
How's it going, Norb?
A little bummed out. A little bit gray skies over Seattle today, literally and figuratively. How about you?
Well, the same exact way. I was in my math class and I got the alert about Michael Bennett, and I was super sad. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and it was the right move for Seattle just because you're trying to get younger. But just what Michael Bennett's done for this community these past 5 seasons, it's hard to see him go.
Yeah, I agree. I that's just the side aspect. What he does off the field. Some people disagree with what he does. Some people support it. I usually try to separate what's on the field from what they do off the field. I try not to let the politics play too much into that. But from a business and football standpoint, I thought that it still made good business to keep him around. But that's obviously they had other views on it. So. That's that. Michael Bennett era is gone. I can't see him ever coming back here at age 32 now, wherever, after the Eagles, wherever he ends up going from there. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about the Richard Sherman rumors?
I'm not quite sure exactly what's happening with it, just because nothing has officially been confirmed. But I think it's just the fact that we're moving into the new era of the Legion of Boom's kind of falling apart. So we're just kind of moving into that new era, and I think Sherman, obviously, I'd love for him to stay, but at the end of it, like I said, it's a business thing, and he is aging, but it would be. I wouldn't be shocked if he was not in a Seahawks uniform next year, just because of kind of, I wouldn't say the Seahawks are blowing up, but it's a mini rebuild pretty much. It's just getting younger, and I think I don't know if Derwin James will be available when we pick, but if he is, that's definitely the guy to target in the draft.
All right, you got your eye on James. Well, we'll see what happens, man. But I'm sorry, guys. I got to cut this off short today, but I appreciate it. I just had to get this off my chest a little bit. But we'll see. This is just the start. This is the tip of the iceberg of a lot of names we're going to be very disappointed about, and more names that we'll get excited about, I'm sure, that we haven't even thought of yet at this point. But hey, man, well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. And to everybody else, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the chat. And we'll follow up on this. I might have to do a music video about this just because I'm so bummed about it. So anyway, hope you guys subscribe. Check out my website, NorbCam.com, and click on the notification bell so you'll get notified every time a new video comes out. And we'll keep talking about it. Off season, just getting started. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Go Hawks.